All right, welcome back to the practice rounds. I'm Eli Swanson. We have Levi, Stout. We are here to practice the Orchard for the New Zealand Open, sponsored by RPM, on the Tour Down Under, sponsored by MVP. Levi, what are your thoughts, initial thoughts on this course, changes to the layout? What are you looking forward to today?
This is going to be a hard one compared to last year, I think. There's a couple changes that made some holes that were hard even harder. I think they're all good changes, and I think, yeah, we'll see. There's some risky plays out there, a lot of OB, and hopefully not too much rain or wind, but it's not looking good at this stage.
We are in like 100% humidity right now, so it's just raining with like no clouds, essentially.
It's just mist, or it's not quite mist even. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's hard to describe. New Zealand is quite the place.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Here we are, Orchard, hole 1, par 4 for us, 220 meters, 704 feet. Yeah, we've got a long carry downhill if you want to try and cross. There's OB that kind of 90-degree angles up there at a corner, and you can choose to lay up and then play a safer shot into the green, or just go for it right off the bat. And then there is a drop zone kind of far away, so it's not an easy up and down from the drop zone. So I think I'm probably, like at this stage, I'm thinking lay up in the tournament. I think a lot of people are, but you got to know how to throw the tee shot if you want to win like Jerem, I guess. So let's throw the layup, and then I'll try to go for it. Is that inbounds or no?
That might be close.
I think that might be OB.
You gotta get further left than you think.
Okay, yeah, I think that might be OB, but it's close to where we need to be. But we'll send one now. Really got to get the nose down.
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means, and yeah, you got to send this thing. Little tailwind, so that helps. That might end up safe. It's just too far left. I think it's safe. I can't quite see all the stakes, but...
Yeah, I'm just thinking the same thing as Eli. The issue I ran into last year was trying to lay up and then just throwing it OB. So you really have to... It's hard to get OB left, I'll be honest. So if I throw it too far left, that's not really a bad shot. If you're going to throw that layup, you really don't need more than like 330 off the tee, because it's all straight downhill anyways. Let's see if I can actually go for it. It's so moist. Didn't turn it. I'll give that one more go, because this is a good wind for it. If that gets stable, that might get there. Go in. Yeah. That's the play.
Yep, we like those.
So this is where a good layup lands. Like I say, getting an extra distance doesn't actually pay off, as long as you're safe. And this is still a really tricky shot. It's OB if you clear that hill. So you've kind of just got to play it like 20 feet short, hopefully. Not like that. Bye-bye. That's OB.
Oh boy.
I'll try again. I think that's better. Yeah. Such a scary shot from here though.
I'm just gonna throw from Levi's nice layup drive. This is a good spot. I forgot how far left you have to get, so I was OB, but we'll just cheat a little bit. Oh, swing. Woo. All right, a little close, edge of circle. Not too bad. Yeah, just simple downhill shots. You got to read the wind and, keep control on the disc and its nose angle and stability. So simple things. Disc golf
simple things.
It's simple disc golf stuff.
Yeah.
All right, these were two of our go for it drives. Mine's over there somewhere, but they came up a bit short. It kind of bubbles out on the green, so you have an easier time landing it out there and not as much like a safe middle ground left.
It's really deceptive from the tee, because this OB looks like it's edge of circle or even a little bit closer, but this is actually like 50 feet. So you clear and you get just in bounds, and then you get up here and you've got a super long putt. So you really got to like nail this if you want to guarantee yourself an eagle, because this course makes putting hard. It's always windy or really swirly wind. It's really weird. So we want to put it close.
All right, so that's the look you get if you're way down the hill. Not a fun up and down from OB back there.
You can get this eagle to start your round. That's like ideal. The layup isn't even ideal sometimes, because even if you throw a good layup, you still got a really hard shot into the green. And I'd almost rather throw that tee shot than the up shot, because the angle is a little bit better with the tee shot. You have more right and left to work with, whereas it's all about distance from that other spot, and I don't like that because I almost threw mine into the creek.
Oh. There we go. First one was definitely a little influenced. We went climbing yesterday, so forearms are a little bit tight, and I don't know, throwing might be a little tough. Levi said he's going to avoid the forehands, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right, on to hole 2.
We don't actually have tee signs in yet, so we might be a little bit off with these distances, but we have some older, non-updated tee signs. So we have hole 2, 160 meters or 512 feet. The first shot you're kind of just throwing at the hill, and then you have like a chip forehand onto a slope green. So it's pretty simple. There's not much to this hole. I think Ezra Robinson last year was going way left and just blasting one, trying to get to like the bottom of the hill, because he could get a jump putt up, but I just don't think it's worth it, because you're crossing OB the whole way for that shot. So I'd rather just throw a straight shot pretty much. That is the shortest shot I've ever thrown on this hole. If you get it high, it stalls and comes back to you. That was not good.
That was my worst filming in like 3 weeks, so you're good. Nobody saw it.
Great.
All right, it's just a big hyzer shot into a field, nothing more. I might be shorter than you.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. I'll try the forehand. We'll try the zone first. My forehand is not that distance oriented, and I don't love the spike, so I might have to go to the fairway driver, but I think that's like in the range of a putt, but again, I think the fairway driver is going to be the better choice. A little wider than I want. Yeah, I think it hit the tree right by the basket, so either of those are good. You can also go backhand in this green, doesn't really matter. You're just going over the orchard trees.
This is my drive. Did you hear about the new Walmart, Eli?
New Walmart?
Yeah, they're building it between our drives.
I'm so sad I picked it up and can't just zoom in on the like 4 feet that was between the two of them.
Solid 4 feet though.
Yeah.
If I'm this far down the hill, I almost like the backhand better. I like to be up and more right when I throw the forehand. But I'll give both a try here. First forehand of the day, so no judgment, please. That right to left isn't doing good things to those discs, I think. But if I try this backhand, you really have to get it up the hill so it doesn't just fade all the way down. I think those are both solid. Have a look.
Yep. Yeah, a little short with the zone, but you know, edge of circle. I think I could get this there in the right power level. There we go.
I mean, if you do that, it doesn't really matter what
it
where
does
you
not,
land, does
no. Hey, maybe there's a reason I won a tournament last week.
Yeah, maybe.
So my fireball is over by that bush. What is that, like 5 meters?
Yeah, 20 feet.
Yep.
Both of mine are down in here, so it turns out it doesn't really matter what you throw.
Just always going to be by the bush.
Yeah, pretty much. But I just don't like uphill putts. I'd just rather be on that high side.
Yeah.
I think if it didn't have that slight right to left, it would have got a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm. There we are.
Easy.
Good putts. Yeah, this hole should be fairly simple for most players, I think, in the calmer conditions. But
Well, we say that, but it'll probably average about a 4.
yeah,
It's sneakily hard. You think it's really easy, and then you play it and you get par, and
Yep.
it annoys you every time.
I think I parred all 3 rounds last year, so I
don't
know
if I
well what you're
birdied
talking
it.
about.
But I eagled 1 in a round, so it's like, it just doesn't make sense. And I'm way too short to get the disc out of this basket.
Hole 3, par 3, 101 meters, 331 feet. We were up a little farther last year, so it was kind of a straight shot that you could just laser beam into the hill. Now you need to kind of get the disc out on turn and not finish left OB. So you just want to be playing probably a flex shot for most players. I'm just going buzz. This feels like a similar shot to, I don't know, 12, 13 last week.
Yeah,
That
well,
sort
a
of tee
bunch of
shot.
shots last
What?
week. A bunch of shots last week.
Yes.
Just like an overstable mid-range flex.
Yep.
Or something a little flippier.
Or just
A
straight.
buzz. Yeah.
That turns. So, yep, something like that. Okay, that's the angle I want. It's just so low out of the hand.
It might be hard today to get there just with the fatigue and with the
Yeah.
weather conditions.
Yep. Yep. All right, I got a canyon here. This needs a little more flex. Okay, a little better,
Still
but still too
short.
low. I don't know. Maybe Levi was right. Maybe I do need the fairway driver. This is so sad.
I'll try that mid as well. See if I'm a little bigger, you know? Plays pretty far. Probably plays
I think it even plays a
380.
little uphill.
something like that.
Yeah.
It definitely plays uphill. Yeah, that plays. That'll
Yep.
be my tournament play. But equally, I'd like to actually get there.
Yeah.
Again, the uphill putts can kill you at this course if you're not consistently getting to the pin.
Yeah, your first
or
shot
pin
found the right height. It did kind of drop at the end. I think they all are a little bit.
Yeah, that's a 12 speed and it went shorter. So I think the height is just gonna be the problem here. Like, obviously ignore this initial bush. It gets you away from the OB early. Whereas the turnover, you could go OB and have to come back 200 feet. Whereas
Yep.
with the flex, you're kind of never gonna do that.
Right. Always over inbounds.
Yeah, so I like the flex a little better than the flip up.
Buzz was here, inbounds, but well short. I'll just putt the canyon from. don't
That
know, maybe-
drop zone, I think it's all OB proceeds to the drop zone,
Yes,
as far as I'm aware.
I would imagine so.
Last year I got to see Ezra Robinson hit the nastiest putt for par. It was so stupid. He made like 6 putts that distance in one round.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous, man. Just gets him going. A lot of pace, a lot of pop. That's bad.
This is solid. It's all right. I think I would have got all the way up there if it was good weather, but I don't know.
Yeah, we've kind of got a little bit of a right to left crosswind that I think at the end was slamming the shots down a touch up
Yeah.
on this hill.
It was really weird, really. I just did really like twice too quickly. There we go.
I feel like you say really weird for the wind a lot,
Well, that's
and I don't know
'cause-
whether that makes it really weird or whether that makes it the normal,
Well-
or the normal is weird.
The thing about New Zealand is, being weird is normal when it comes to wind. It's hard to find a normal wind when the normal is weird, because weird is normal and normal is weird. Good chat. We good?
Yep.
We're up to hole 4, 71 meters, 227 feet. Downhill, but you have this triple Mando formed by the crates and the beam across the top. So if you want to get there, you have to either push the triple Mando or just throw it really hard and quick. I think it's almost similar to the shot we just threw, to be honest, but just keeping it a little bit lower. Whatever you can throw straight, 330-ish. Well, probably not even that far.
Yeah,
300.
This. Oh my gosh, I almost got killed by.
Someone.
Probably, yeah, that looks like, that's Discraft, that's Taylor.
That's Taylor.
She's coming for us.
Unbelievable. Right, I'll show you how it's done. And that's why we have to push the height. This hole is so boring, if I'm being honest.
Move.
Yep,
Oh.
bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. This wind is
Yeah, we've
weird.
got,
It's a weird wind, funnily enough.
got a straight headwind, I think. Yeah, I liked putter on this last year. I'm going to go with an Envy, but yeah, just a bullet really straight through the Mando is all you need. Oh. I'm getting the nose down, and that's not helping my shots.
It's all right, I zoomed in on that one.
Oh, nice. The best film shot
Yeah.
is always the
So
worst
guys,
shot.
if you can't tell, it's right here. Just short of the man.
Thank you, Levi.
Redemption.
We are all so informed now.
Redemption.
All right, here's a buzz. That's better. That's more what you
Yeah.
want. The grass is so sticky right now because
Yep.
of the humidity, but
Well, and it's just sticky here in general, so
yeah.
those are probably what? Edge of circle?
Yep. You want it a little higher. Honestly, if you aim right at that tree that's through the triple Mando, that's not bad because if you hit that, you're 9 meters.
Yeah, but then you have the tree in the way.
Well, okay, but the idea is you don't hit it. Through. We have a quick moment. We're letting Taylor and Brad play through. I'm going to throw a forehand, see what this does. Oh, okay. You know what? That's getting cut.
No, that's not. It's right there, just short of the other one, guys. So this is his other one. That's where he landed.
Taylor
Short
has the
tee
short tee.
action. It's all right. We're well equipped to deal with this.
We're all
No
about,
pressure.
Yeah, we're all about bad filming in this channel. Levi is behind the camera now.
Whoa, no need.
Wow, what
Nice
a
shot.
beautiful shot.
That one's
Yeah.
definitely making it in.
Yep.
What do you have to say about that shot?
Easy, just move up 50 feet. Yeah, they do like maybe first they put the whole scoop on your seat.
Yep. Oh, there. Yes. Pushing the height, as Levi said, well in the circle.
Anything to say?
Throw a putter, not a mid.
There we go.
This is sad.
So
You
we
know-
should be
you know
trying
what,
to go
the
through
play-
the Mandos?
What?
We're trying to go through the Mandos?
Yeah, but the play is to lay up, Levi. That's,
Okay.
that's where you missed.
Twice in a row?
Yes. Well, 2 out of 3 at least.
I reckon you can make this putt though.
Yeah, easy one.
Up shot.
Yeah, I've been told
150
there are no
footer.
cuts on this channel. Although that is false, I will leave this one. That's so bad.
If I landed here all 3 rounds, this would be fine. But I would like to be, like you say, up at that tree or a little bit past it. The wind's died down at least.
Mhm.
Now my discs are just all soaked. Nice. I should probably straddle that. Got two chances in tournament, don't I?
Yes,
Yep.
definitely.
2 putts every time. There we go.
Cali
There
putt.
we
There
go. I haven't had one of those catch like that in so long. That's great.
Yeah, there we go. My one thought is that you could just throw a hyzer through the Mando and end up kind of just back there by that tree clump. And I think that might be a better play. So that might be what I try tomorrow I'll practice again tomorrow. We have had terrible weather, so I need a second practice round. But yeah, a hyzer through this Mando makes it easier to hit the gap and then probably guarantees you a putt. Not a park job or an ace, but you know, we want birdies.
Not the Topor Classic, the
Australasian
Australasian
Open.
Open, mate, which was in Spa Park, and I managed to take home 3rd. A little disappointed with how I played in the final round. I was leading going into the final round, but I just couldn't make a 40-footer to save my life, and yeah, lost to someone else on the practice round crew, Mr. Eli Swanson, behind the camera himself. So, Eli, tell us about your tournament.
Well, we had, I don't know, a fun one out there. Yeah, just low expectations going in. Played a solid enough first round just to manage the wind and have myself in some sort of position where I could make a move after that. And then Levi and I played for round 2. We had a great time. We both shot really pretty darn well in the I'm real worried. I see the laugh behind the camera, and I'm real worried about what the Zoom is doing. Anyway, we played a good round in round 2, and I managed to squeak onto lead card with like a gosh, 12-meter putt into the headwind on 18 in the end of the second round. So that was super clutch and allowed me to kind of get in a headspace where I felt like I could make an attacking charge at the leaders. And I really opened it up on fire. First five, I birdied 5 out of the first 6.
Well,
and
hang on. The first 2 holes on the course are the hardest.
Yes.
They both average like over a stroke over par.
Yes,
And he started the round birdie
I did.
on those 2 holes.
And
then
I
missed
hadn't-
the easiest hole on the
I
course.
hadn't really. Yes, I did. I did then miss 3, unfortunately. But yeah, I had a cool thumber on 2 to get up and down for the birdie. The crowd got kind of hyped up and gave me some energy. And yeah, then I feel like the middle of the round was just like a few mistakes from everybody on the card, and so it kind of helped keep me in it a little bit because I definitely wasn't happy with how I was throwing the disc. But yeah, down the stretch, made a couple birdies on what I think 12 and 14, and then yeah, just kind of
Got a birdie in the woods.
got a
I
birdie
think
in the
that
woods on
kinda
16.
tied it up.
I snuck. That was kind of what I don't want to say ended things because I had to throw some
Well,
good shots after that, but it
It ended it for me for sure because I was 2 back.
Yes.
And then I bogeyed 16. You birdied it.
I birdied. Everybody bogeyed 16.
4 back with 2 to
Yep.
play is pretty brutal.
Yeah, and the fun part though for me was that I hadn't checked scores the entire round, and so I got to the tee pad of 18 and I realized, oh, I should check scores. And I went and looked, and I had 2 on Paul and 3 on Levi, and I thought I had 1 on Levi. So my counting was completely off. I was just very much in the zone of shot, shot, shot. And I mean, that's the zone you want to be in. But managed to take it down, got up and down on 18. Well, I guess technically didn't get up and down because I laid up, but I wasn't about to jeopardize a win on a 20-footer. So yeah, managed to take home the Australasian Open. I'm very pleased with that performance, and yeah, hopefully I can continue a little bit into the orchard here. But yeah, we're just here in New Zealand to have fun, warm up for the Disc Golf Pro Tour season, and just showcase our skills as much as we can. So
2 for 2 for the practice round.
2 for 2, the practice
So-
round crew. Here, get back in here. We can selfie it.
Well, hang on. We can't selfie it.
Oh no.
There we go. Now we can selfie
Okay.
it.
All right. Yes, 2 for
So-
2 for the practice round crew is fantastic.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it'd be
should
nice
go-
if we
should go
could.
4 for 4.
It would be nice if we could go 4 for 4. You know, then we don't have to bring anyone else on the practice round, and it
True.
can stay just the 2 of us.
True. Tell you what, I could compromise, take second here, and then win Bottle Lake if that works for you.
That's fine. I know Bottle Lake is kind of your vibe
Yeah,
a little more
yeah, it's
anyway,
kinda-
so I'm okay with that one. But anyway, we're
Yeah,
happy
we
we're happy to be champions of the Tour Down Under this year, and we're just gonna
We got to
keep it
shoot
rolling.
some more 1040 golf if we want to keep winning.
We do.
So
We do. All right.
let's
well,
do it.
it starts here. Okay. Hole 5. Tee sign is blank, so we can only estimate, but I think I would guess 80 meters, 270-ish feet.
Yeah, 270 probably about right.
Something like that. There is technically, I believe, a triple Mando here with this bamboo frame. It's a triple Mando. Got to go down the tunnel.
Yeah.
It would be nice because that thumber I played in round 3 of the final
would
round
land
would be nice.
100 feet short.
It would. Yes, it probably
No,
would.
the thumber could work.
Yeah, I like going fairway driver here, so that's what I'm going to grab. A
Yeah.
little flip up because it's super low ceiling, goes uphill at the end,
Yes.
sticky grass again. We're really, you have to laser this thing on the perfect line to have a chance at birdie.
This probably looks really freaky on camera, and that's because it is. You have to like push the ceiling on this and rip it just to get it like anywhere near the pin.
Oh, that's real close. Almost killed the bird.
Is that like
But-
edge of circle?
Edge of circle, so I'm happy with that. If that's all 3 rounds, I think
Oh yeah.
common theme here, if you get close all 3 rounds, it's good.
Yeah. Wow. I call this a fairway. It's technically a distance driver. This is a Kortari, a straight one. And I just like kind of ripping it and hoping it gets there. I actually aced this from the short tee a couple months ago. So hopefully I don't have to birdie it.
So I need to
from
get
the
lower
short
and
tee.
keep the basket in frame.
Oh, for when I ace it.
Yes.
This would be a sick ace. I don't think it's doable though.
All right, just
Did I
a
block
laser
that
beam.
completely?
You're right by me
Probably.
though, right?
Yeah, probably. I'll give it one more. The other option is obviously just to go a little bit slower and try kind of play it like it's actually, 270.
Yeah.
But it's just such a tough ceiling. I wonder if pitching out to the right is the play. It's definitely
It's
not.
probably the easiest par or guaranteed par.
and they all go to the same place. It does not matter what you throw. That's what we've learned. They all go to the same place.
Yeah, a little short, but
You can't, it's hard to go long on this hole.
yeah, very, very. Oh wow, I just made everything this round, so I thought that one was going in too, but brick. Yeah.
I swear I say this like every time. It's like, if I could land here all 3 rounds, I'd be quite happy.
You know, maybe this
But
is
it's
why
true.
you play well in the tournaments, because
It's
you
true.
do land here all 3 rounds. And
I
then,
try.
Yeah.
Oh. Lovely. I
Yep.
blame my grip strength on that one. Still a
Exactly.
bit sore from rock climbing. So we got hole 6, 110 meters, 352 feet. There's kind of 2 options. You either go a straight line with like a straight fairway T-bird type deal, or you throw this weird kind of stally hyzer. That's what I'm gonna try throw. You kind of want to throw flat and down the right gap and just have it fade right at the end, but keep it straight as long as possible or something overstable. And funny story, we had to play this long tee in a doubles tournament here a few months ago because people were throwing it into the neighbor's yard. And it was just easier to stop them doing that by putting it here because the trees that form the gap stop it. You can't really go pure hyzer from this tee. I think last year we might have played the short tee, but I can't remember.
I think we were here.
We were
I
here?
don't remember going pure hyzer.
From the short tee, you can kind of go pure hyzer. So this one you've got to actually throw a bit more of a ticky shot. So that got the straight push and the stall, but that's the one thing I need to miss.
Damn.
Good times.
All right, I'm going Onyx, kind of same thing, a little bit of a flex. Try and stall it right on the basket at the end. A little more flex would be good. That might Fado be left. Tree?
It'll be close.
Tree. It should be safe, but yeah, just a little more flex. It was decent height, but
I feel like
That's
this
about
is longer than it feels.
it does play a little longer. That's why I would go T-bird, but I think the little bit of extra speed on the like 9-10 speed range is not a bad idea.
Yeah. So this is just a more a straighter destroyer. I'm going to try push down this right gap the whole way before I fade. So a little bit less stall than that last one I threw. If I can figure out what the wind is doing. It looks like a tailwind. Doesn't feel like one though. Yeah, it was a tailwind. That got slammed. Great hole preview, guys. This is where my first one landed. I think I just need to push it like another 20 feet. If I get round this tree, I think that stall was perfect. I really like the height and everything on it. But if you catch an early tree in your inbounds, it should be a pretty standard up and down. Just, yeah. I don't know. It's good sticky grass, so the approaches are like, they land exactly where you throw them.
Yeah, and these trees are like cleaned up underneath as well, as opposed to the last hole, where there's like just jungle.
Yes, so these ones you can throw under them for the most part, but no biggie. I think this hole will play pretty like hard to birdie, but easy to par.
Yeah, I think you're right. All right, this was a good drive. Got up here, crashed the last trees on the left in the circle. Oh boy, there we go. There's the climbing hands. Yep, driver putt was the move.
It always works.
Yeah, can't be messing around with the actual putter in the practice round.
I know.
All right, we've got a new hole coming up on
Yes, so
hole 7. Where are
usually we
going?
would play from over here by the old tee, yep. But this year we are taking 90 degrees down to the right and we are going down this way into the woods.
All right, here we are, new hole, hole 7, par 3, 145 meters, 485 feet, super downhill. We played from a tee pad a bit left of this last year, but we're now looking at just a big turnover that ends on the right side of a hill. There's a creek on the right as well, and you really need a lot of good distance control to park this one. I think it's going to be a common par if people are playing safer, and it's very easy to go OB if you're playing a little more aggressive. I'm going to try the T-bird 3. Little bit of a hyzer out of the hand. Watch it turn. It's not quite turning enough, and it's maybe a little long too.
Bombed.
That is a
Way
bomb.
bomb.
Maybe it is the mid.
So the basket is just down to the right.
I'll try a buzz quick, but we'll see. Oh boy, that's actually, that is insane. I almost made the green of 13 or 14. Not really, but it's a simple upshot to that green from there. So, all right, let's let Levi show us a good line.
So if this is calm, I can definitely get there with a mid-range. I've done it before, but fairway's kind of scary. Fairway's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I might just throw a mid anyways, and then just kind of hope that I am in bounds, I guess. Didn't turn it enough, I don't think. That's gonna come out early. Sit down in bounds. Oh, it's in bounds. That's like a 60-footer. So
That's,
if I could throw that all 3 rounds, I'd be very happy.
I think the mistake I made with my fairway driver shot was not throwing it a little bit lower. I was really trying to go to park it, and I think I like what you did with your mid-range, which I could replicate, is that you're just kind of trying to throw it into the hill there.
Yeah.
And you don't want to park it because then you have the chance of cresting the hill.
Yeah, I'm kind of just aiming like 50 feet right of where I landed. This is a mid-range. This is the trick disc, the P Waka Waka.
Oh,
I'm gonna try the super Annie line,
Oh,
but it's
no.
not really an Annie if it starts on a vertical hyzer. This would be a cool shot if I could do it, but this is not a tournament play. And of course the headwind comes as soon as I grab this disc out of my bag. We'll give it a second. Go in.
was that really close?
I think it's in the river. That was such a cool shot though. Did you see how far right that panned?
I mean, we didn't see how far right it went because you were in front of the camera, but we saw how far right it was going.
Dude, I think I got that like, you know in Disc Golf Valley, when you throw off a massive mountain and it just like rides dead straight?
Yes. Oh, I love that.
I think I got that on it.
Yep.
Like that could be so far over the creek.
You're probably
That's
by my
insane.
buzz, maybe farther.
I think I'm further, and I started it a little bit more right. So I'm gonna try a reasonable shot now. This is just a buzz. That wind is just slamming them. That's like edge of circle. That's good.
Wow, the P-Walk is inbounds.
So this is where
or
the
inbounds or just stayed out of the creek?
No, it's like edge of circle.
Oh my.
This is me just here. There's no way I'm throwing that shot in tournament at all, but this is cool. And the buzz is all right as well. I think it'll be just a mid of some description for me. I'm not sure which one just quite yet. It'll depend on the wind, obviously. And it's very muddy down here, unfortunately. Oh, no birdie. No birdie.
Kind of on the hilltop right now, and it's very easy to, once you're flying over this, you're OB pretty much. So burning it into the hill is a little bit more consistent and safe, so I think the mid-range is the move. T-bird, well long, and yeah, that's about it.
We've got hole 10, 110 meters or 352 feet. We're just saying it feels like every hole plays either way further or way shorter than the tee sign. This one probably plays a little longer. I feel like it probably plays, what, 400?
It feels that way.
Maybe like 370.
It's a techie little shot at the end, like to land in bounds.
You're kind of aiming like 30 feet left of the basket. So I'm gonna start this disc kind of like 10 foot right with an overstable destroyer. Hope it pushes most of the way and then fades out. But the fade is as straight as possible. Like it's a really weird shot here. OB right, that's just like death and lost discs on the right. There's a creek there as well. And there's OB left up the hill slightly, so you have to keep that fade in control. Very hard to park it unless you have like Goose's forehand. So like that's decent, but I wanted a little bit more flip out of it. I might just try it, that same shot again. I want to just push it towards that last tree on the corner as close as you can. And that's gone. Get back left. Get back left. It might be right, it might be in the creek, who knows.
A little tailwind, I'm gonna go Sagara. I don't know, I'd rather be short, I think, on this hole than long. I hope this like doesn't push quite all the way to those trees, and then I have like 40 footer from short left. Well, or it can just be nearly perfect, so that's also good.
I think you're like still short, like 40 short, but the line was
You
perfect.
think I'm 40 feet short?
It's quite far back there.
Okay, it looks about, I will say to me, in my eye, it looks about 20 feet short, so we'll see.
Place bets? No, I'm kidding. So this first one, pushing the OB left a little bit, but if I keep that same height, it should be fine. And Eli was about the same, he was 40 short.
Yeah,
So
it's
this is why
deceptive.
this is why I think I want to go distance driver, because then even if I miss left, I'm more likely to push a little bit further up.
Yeah.
And I've just had some bad experiences with fairways in the past.
It's fair enough.
But
I think without the tailwind, I would be stabling up a lot.
there's honestly not that much danger on this green. Like, you can run this putt pretty aggressively. There is
That's true, 'cause
OB,
all
but it's
those-
hard to get to.
All those grasses down there, I think, are in bounds, right?
Yes.
Yep.
It's just that creek that's out.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on with that putt today. Gotta figure this out. Everything's so wet. It's
It
like
is crazy.
it's
We
like
thought
25
today was going to be a
degrees or
good day.
something, and it's so hot and
Yeah.
so, well, it's probably not that hot, but feels like it
It's-
for the
yeah.
southern boy, you know?
Yeah.
It's so wet and hot. Bye-bye. Bro, that climbing has done numbers on my putt.
Why do you think I was putting hides around everything the first like 6 holes?
It's crazy.
All right. Yeah. Gotta really watch these trees. If you hit any part of these guys, I think you're gonna end up OB in the creek. You do want to fade, like the safer shot is what Levi played out to the left. There we go, birdie though. That's nice. On to 9. 9. How's zoom? Hole 9, 93 meters, 298 feet. Basically straight ahead, there's one gap in front of us, and then there's OB long, and you really kind of can crash those trees if you just throw a mid-range like straight and high and far. But the one issue with that is if you like kind of fade out left or right of the one opening in the trees, your putts become very difficult, and I feel like par is most likely with just somewhat of a little pitch up and then probably making a little bit of a putt even after that. So you really just want to be dead on straight and accurate with this shot. Okay,
Buzz?
little headwind maybe. I think I got a buzz.
Who knows? It feels calm, but the trees are moving.
It does, and then this whole faces the same way as the last hole, and I just said that was tailwind, so, you know, we're back in the weird. Oh, and I slip, but it's actually turning.
And you're gonna have no putt there.
Yeah, that's the no putt left zone. Also, don't plant on the mud on the front corner of the tee pad, because
Funnily
that's
enough.
what I did.
Almost a similar shot shape to hole 7. You want to kind of hit a mid with some commitment and have it turn, but if it turns too much, then you're kind of just gone. Or if you fade out early, you're kind of gone. So I'll try a similar play to what I threw there. Nope, bye-bye. One more. That was so bad.
Yeah, I think, like I was saying, it's fine to be a little higher crashing the trees,
Yeah.
too.
That's better. One last one. Just one more.
I
Just
think
one
with that shot and my shot, I think we have the no putt both left and
Yeah.
right covered.
Yeah,
So.
but I think right is probably better than left if you've got the distance. There we go. That's the best of the bunch. Yeah, that's parked.
Very nice.
So such a weird shot. And I lied again. I want one more. I think I can get there with a putter, but I'm not sure I had that last year. And that's the disc I aced this with from the short tee. So
That
that could be a shot as well.
makes sense. That feels like it's a
good
a
disc for the
signature
hole.
disc for you, perhaps.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
People might
I
know
throw
that
that
one.
once or twice.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we were talking about on the green with just left, right, kind of death, and then where Levi is, if you're in that like 20-foot wide range or go beyond the basket a little bit, you're gonna be in a great spot to putt. No, I don't love the look of mine. There's 2 trees dead center in the right way, but
That's what I mean. Your buzz
you
is
said.
like death. My buzz is death. But then the ones that made it through are like easy putts.
yep.
So
You almost don't mind coming up short a little bit if you're online.
yeah, exactly. Some people will play for edge of circle short. It's a common theme on this course is there's a lot of holes you can just play for like 40 feet and still get away with it. Just because there's so much danger around the greens. Yeah. I don't know if I like Takapu. If it's calm, I think I'll throw it because I can give it a little bit more height.
Yep.
And it kind of just glides all the way there.
Yeah.
It's never in danger of being low like the mid-ranges were.
Right, and well, the height can end up crashing into these branches straight on.
Yeah, and then
And
you
then
have a
you're-
wide open putt.
Exactly, wide open inside the circle putt, so.
Yeah. Diff here.
Yeah, I got a tree blocking my swing and a branch right in my line, so. And another tree in my way. It's brutal. Left or right is so bad on this hole, and it's kind of crazy. Is there anything? It's like the technicality is there as far as like landing tee shots and stuff, but
Dude,
they keep the greens fairly open.
Simon Feasey is diabolical when it comes to designing greens.
I kind
No
of
one-
love that.
Have you played Brook Park in Te Kuiti?
I did, yes.
Brutal greens.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of them. I don't know if you played the full 18.
We didn't play all of them, but I saw enough to
There's
know.
some that are just like on a spine of a hill.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you just hit and roll, then you're just left with like 40 footers uphill with death putts everywhere. Like his
Yeah.
courses tend to have, I know he actively thinks about like this green needs to be as challenging as possible.
I think
well, not
that's-
as possible, but
I think that's really good. Like, I want to see more people considering the green as like the first part of their design, because I think there's so many opportunities to make cool green designs where there are putts that are impossible perhaps from inside the circle, and it forces a certain type of approach.
Yep.
And I think that's an underused element of the game, just because it leaves trees close or something like that. I don't know what the reasoning is really.
But I think it works on Simon's courses because they tend to be on holes that are like, you know, between 250 and 400 feet.
Yes.
So it's like, it's a distance that you can reasonably expect good players to control where they land.
Yep.
If it's much further, like if you're playing a 500-foot hole and there's a brutal green,
Exactly.
it just
Yep.
makes it a hole where everyone makes par.
I agree. I think the way to use this on the Pro Tour is on par 4s and par 5s. That is where you really are going to be able to use like green design super effectively, because your upshot or your first shot can be a crush of a drive through a gap or whatever. And then you're like, okay, generally all the players achieving birdie are in this range. They're 250 to 300 feet away. We can make this green really technical. Stuff like that.
And it also then incentivizes a good drive.
Yes.
Because like I said, it's so much easier to get up and down on
Yep.
these greens from 250 than it is from 450.
Right. And it kind of, on a par 4 like that, it would keep an approach shot tricky. It's not just like, oh, I only have 180 feet, 200 feet left to the basket. I'm just going to easily chip this up with no thought in mind. It's like, oh, my forehand has to come in on this angle and land very softly on the short right part of the green or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And it just brings technicality to all aspects and all shots and helps out a lot. So I like it. All right, well, that was the front 9 here at the Orchard. We're going to get into the back 9 over on Levi's channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, the Levi's channel. You won't miss any of the New Zealand practice round content. And yeah, I think the back 9 should be fun. A couple more changes, and we get to eat some plums. So I am very excited for that.
More length, probably less technical, but the second shots and up shots are going to be pretty brutal.
Yep. Let's hope we have a little less rain too. But anyway,
Fat chance.
we'll see ya.